and it is Tuesday, May the 11th. Had to look at the calendar real quick because the days were just like clicking right on by. And 2021, by the way. That's for those who watch on YouTube later. And tonight I'm going to be using the really fun welcoming window stamp set and dies. I actually have a realtor friend who she likes to have homemade cards to give to those who purchase houses from her or with her. And so I'm going to be making a card that I'm going to be her. And it is really, really fun. Now, this is the annual catalog. It just went live last Tuesday. And there are so many fun things in this catalog. And welcoming window, it just happens to be one of the fun things that are in here. And so without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and get started. But if you don't have a demonstrator and you would like one of the new catalogs, let me know and I will get one out to you. Okay, so I'm going to put us down and we'll get started crafting. Okay, as I mentioned, we will be using welcoming window. And I'm going to use the dies and the stamp set. Let me make sure that I'm going to be able to see comments. So just give me 1 second. There we go. Okay. So the first card that I'm going to do is going to be simple stamping. That's all I'm going to do is stamps and ink. And if you're watching, please say hi and let me know where you're from, where you're watching from. I always like to chat with everybody. Hi, Chris. Are you in California, Chris? I've always wondered that, and I wasn't sure. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to use the window frame, and I'm going to stamp it right here. And I am using the Stampin' Pearson mat under it. Whoops, one more thing I wanted to do. This is photopolymer, and it just stamps a whole lot better when you use the Stampin' Pierce mat. Okay, I'm going to try not to get my head in there, but I do need to see. Okay, it's just going to be the little ledge of my window. All right, now I'm going to use Seaside Spray. No, Misty Moonlight. I don't know why I said Seaside Spray. And I'm going to do the shutters. So my realtor friend really likes blue, but the company that she works for, their main color is red. So I was like, okay, so how can I incorporate red and blue and it not look patriotic? And I think I found a nice way to do it. So I designed it today, and I didn't put a sentiment on it, and then I shot it her way, and she was like, OMG, I am in love. So I was really happy to hear that because it was a kind of super easy card to make. All right, so you're from California? Cool. All right, I'm going to use Sahara Sand, and I'm going to stamp off before I do it. These are bricks, and I actually made a card that was complete bricks all the way across the top. Or across the front. I'm not doing that this time. I'm just going along the corner of the top left and then down here at the bottom. Like this. Super easy card. It really is going to just be a simple with, now I haven't made up my mind yet what color I want to do my sentiment. And I definitely need to make sure that I do it before I adhere it down in case I mess up. But so this is cinnamon cider, and I'm just going to do a little pot in the window right here like that. That looks a lot darker than it did here though, and I'm not really sure why. Okay, and then this is just jade, and I'm going to do my greenery. And I gave it just enough space. I love this greenery because it kind of like goes over the side, which is really cool. Okay. And let's see. I think that is all I'm going to put on there. Now, let me stamp this on my paper and just see. I want to put thank you on here, but I don't know if it's going to look better in red. Okay, so you guys tell me what you think. So this is going to have red behind it. Do you think I should do this sentiment in red? And it's going to have, it's actually Poppy Parade. And then it'll be Crumb Cake behind that. Should I do the sentiment in red or should I do it in Misty Moonlight? What do you think? I'm kind of thinking it might need to be in red so that it draws this out. Oh yes, Carol, hey, I'm glad you caught me too. Think about it as if I don't like it, I can do it in another color and then just put it on top of it, right? Okay, so let's see how this looks. All right, so I'm going to glue it together. And this really is all there is to making this card. She doesn't want them to be super foo-foo or anything. And I want to try to keep the cost affordable for her. So I just try to do simple stamping and that's it. Okay. Put this on here. Oh, I think I got it crooked. There we go. That's the one thing about the seal is that it's not as easy to shift it as it is if you have Tombow. Okay. And sometimes I forget to do the little check mark so that it doesn't get back up in there. How's everybody doing today? It's been a nice day. I actually got a lot accomplished today. I'm going to be doing a stamp camp with my friend Patty, and I got all my cards designed for that. Figured out what I was going to do for my friend's card. I think it maybe needs a bow right there. Let's see. Do I have bow? Yes, I think I'll do some twine, and we'll see how that looks. Okay. Yes, red. Okay, good. Oh, good, Chris. I hope you do get it out and play with it. I'm going to do a double bow on this one. I just think it just needs a little something right there. And this doesn't cost that much extra that it would jump the price of her card up. And it really doesn't take a whole lot more time to do it. So I'm just going to do a double bow and tighten it up a little bit. And then I'll put it on with a glue dot, of course, because you know I am the glue dot queen. Okay, stick this right down here, and then I'll floof it up a little bit. Well, I can't wait for her to see it. I think she's really going to love it. She saw it without a sentiment, and then I ended up just making this other card a birthday card, because I'm always needing birthday cards. But I think she's really going to love it. Okay. I know I do. What do you guys think? I really like it. I think it came together really well. All right. So that's my first card done. I'm going to do one more, and that's it tonight. And it is going to be, before I do it though, I'll show you this one. So Roger and I we have a house down in Fort Myers, and we go down and visit every so often. We go down there and stay here and there. When he deploys, I go down there for a month at a time even. But we went to the Ford Museum, Henry Ford Museum, and he had a home there. He lived there. He had a lab and all of that. And in the gardens area, he had there was clay pot after clay pot after clay pot. And when I got ready to do this and I saw these pots, I'm like, oh, I know what I'm going to do. So I just made this card because they had flowers in them and stuff, and it made me think of that. So it is totally not with the home theme. There's no houses, no windows or anything like that. But I think it just made a really cute card. And this is vellum that I just tore it around on all the sides, and then this is the window ledge that I just cut out. I'm not making this one tonight, so I'll show you what I am going to make. Okay, so let's see. I am going to make my card again, with crumb cake because, you know, crumb cake goes with everything pretty much. And I've already done a lot of my cutting out already so that it wouldn't take so much time. So let me get all these little pieces out of the way. I'm using Pool Party, and I'm going to do that first. So I'm going to run it through the embossing machine, and I'm going to use the painted art, painted texture. I can't remember the name of it. It'll be on my blog whenever I post it, but it looks like a plastered wall. I love the look of it. Okay, let's get this over here out of the way. Okay, all right. At first I was going to do white. I was like, you know, I think I need to do something with a little color. I just like a little extra color. I don't know where my foam folder went, so I used a block. And it works perfectly. So let me get some of this out of the way. I'm feeling crowded. All right, so I've already cut these pieces out just for time's sake. This is the window that it goes behind. Actually, it's a little big, so I'm going to trim this down here. This is actually, I think, for when you do this one and cut it out, or one of the other things, I don't know. But I don't want it to show around this window frame, so I'm just going to cut it off around it. I used the die to cut it out originally. Doesn't have to be perfect as long as it's hiding behind there. Okay, so now I'll get my glue and just glue this onto the window. I always have this problem. And it's because I don't work over here on this side of the house all the time. Okay, well, obviously this is going to be a problem. So we will just do this. I'm just going to go around the edges here really easily. Okay. You know the hazards of live, I was going to say live TV. It's not TV, but live videoing. It's just how it goes. And I should always, note to self, always check your glue before you go live. It just needs me to stick a pin in the tip of it because it sits down like that, and I don't use it on this side of my room except when I'm doing lives. So then it gets a little stopped up. Okay, there we go. That works. All right, and so now I'm just going to get dimensionals and put on the back. Love these colors together. Okay, I think I will go ahead and glue this down to my card base. Come on. Oh, don't tell me I'm out. Okay, I'm going to have to go get glue. Hold on one second. Okay, so sorry about that. We'll just finish this up. I know this works because I was using it today, so just the way it goes, isn't it? But y'all, I'm doing so much better about not getting so flustered. I used to just about be panicky when these things would happen. Okay, all right, so just gonna put it in place first to see what I think of it before I actually commit. And I don't think I'm going to, or maybe, okay, I know what I should have done. I'm going to put these behind the shutters, and I'm going to put this on with glue because I want it to I want the shutters to stand out like this, like the window is set in, which is exactly the way windows are. So That's what we're going to do. So we'll put it like that. We'll have these pop up. Okay. I can go ahead and glue my hinges on. These hinges are so cute. They actually have like metal markings. You know, like there's, oh, am I doing it in the right direction? I think so. Is that the right direction? I just kind of went blank there for a second. Hold on. Oh, goodness. I remember where it is in the paper or in the book. Yes, I'm doing it right. Okay. Okay. I couldn't remember which direction the hinges went. Turn the camera on, your brain just goes kapooey. Okay. I think I did more than I needed of these. Okay. Get that stuck on there. I am a sticky mess. Okay. Okay, yeah, we're getting there. We're getting there. Okay. All right, the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to bring in some white, some basic white before I put all that down. And I'm going to stamp, I think I'm going to stamp one of my larger pots. No, I'm going to stamp the small pot. And then I'm going to also stamp the pitcher, which I think I'm going to do it in the same color. I would have used terracotta tile, but we don't have that anymore. And I think this is going to be pretty in this color. I used terracotta tile on that blue card that I showed you earlier. Okay, come on. I need my pad. Much better. Although you can't really tell a whole lot, but I can. I can tell here. It's better. Okay. Alrighty, and then I'm going to stamp flowers. I'll bring in another piece here, and I'm going to do the greenery first. These are really fun, and there's dies that cut these out perfectly. Okay, and since I have a really nice light color, I'm going to use two of my new colors, which is Fresh Freesia. Okay, I have to remember which one goes where. I think this one goes in here. Okay, and then I will use Polished Pink. This is my favorite pink that we have at the moment. It's a really pretty pink. I didn't line those up exactly right, but it's okay. All right, let me cut these out really quickly, and then we're done. We'll put it together and we'll be done, which is probably good because I'm hearing thunder right about now, and it's supposed to be really yucky tonight. So hopefully we won't lose power. Okay. Okay, there's definitely different, they have particular dyes for them. You can tell because this one has the greenery that's overflowing. So it's not really hard to figure out which one is which. Okay, come on, stick in there. Alrighty. I think I did the small one actually. These dies are so pretty when they cut out. As you could see before, the wood grain, it cuts the wood grain out. And they're so detailed and so cool. Really like them. All right, come on, stick in there. I think that'll do it. Now I'll stick these in here and clamp it down with my thumb and finger so it doesn't shift. Ah, and then it did. Then it shifted. Okay, I probably should use washi tape. Okay. Yep, hold on a second. I'll grab washi tape. That way I'll make sure it stays in place. This is a magnetic base that I had with my old Big Shot, and they tell you that you should only use the ones that come with it, but I tried it and it worked, and it hasn't been causing me any problems, so I'm continuing to use it because I just like it better. Although with these really fine things, it can tend to shift just a little bit. Plus, I think I need to replace my pad, my acrylic plate, not pad. Okay. Alrighty. Now all we have to do is put it all together. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and put this down. Can you hear the thunder? It's really rumbling. Okay. I just realized I did not glue this down, did I? All right, let me stick this right in here. I really like this set. I thought that I had the paper pumpkin that had the door, the front door and all of that, so I could use it for my realtor friend, but I didn't. I had given it away as a gift. For a while there, I was not doing my paper pumpkins because I never had time. And so I gave it as a gift to my sister-in-law, I think. And so I didn't have it. So I was like, okay, well, I'm going to have to figure something else out for you then. And this is what I came up with, and she really, not this card, but the first one that I did, and she really liked it. So I'm glad I had this set because it's different. It's really different than some of the other things that we have. And it's kind of perfect for a home, a warm, homey environment, right? Let's see. Maybe I can put it like this. And then I will do my flowers. I probably should have done a bigger pot than this, but I think it'll be all right. Okay, and I'm going to actually make it look like it's sitting on, if I can get the peel off. There we go. I'm going to make it look like it's sitting on the shelf. I'll do it right about like that. And so it's okay that it had a dimensional behind it because it's not going to be popped up on top of a dimensional. So let's see how this one looks. Which one I should use for it. Should I use this one? This one. This is the one we should use for this. Okay. And we'll put some dimensionals behind here. And I always like to put it across that crease where they meet to reinforce it. And I'm on my last, that was my last one. Thankfully not the last one I own, just the last one over here. Okay, so we'll put this one on up here with this little flower pot. Right there in front of the window. All right, and then I'm just going to put this one down here. Okay, now I just need a sentiment. And I'm probably going to do this welcome. Or maybe I'll do thank you. I'm always using thank you cards. And I think I will use the soft suede for it. get a little block. Okay. Ooh, this place is a mess. Stuff all over my table here. Okay. I'm just going to stamp thank you right there. And then I'm going to do something a little different. I'm just going to fussy cut around this. It'll take me a second, so hold on. Oh, come on. Get my fingers working right today. There, that will help. I should have done this ahead of time, but I really didn't know what I was going to do with it. Okay, here we go. I'm going to get in the groove of it. Getting around that Y was a little tricky for some reason. This will be really easy though. I'm just going to chop across the top of it. This weather we're about to get will be good sleeping weather tonight. Okay, there you go. That is it. I think that's all I need right there. I'm just going to stick it right. It might be a little small for that, but I do have pretty embellishments. You know, you can always fix it up with embellishments. I think I'm just going to use the opal rounds, and then we're going to be all done. And I have a right mess on this counter or on my table here. Okay. I think that's pretty. What do you think? I like it. This I think I probably will change and make it a little bit bigger because that is kind of small. But what do you think? I like it. I do like it. I love this one. Love this one a lot. I think she's going to be really happy with it. Okay, that's it. I hope you guys, oh, it got dark since I went. There we go. Is that better? Okay. I hope you guys have a good night. Thank you so much for joining me and hanging out with me. I hope you have a great night tonight and a great week. See you next week. Bye.